What's cracking, guys? Today, we're gonna be talking about this little anime called Sword Art Online. Oh my gosh, the whole world is now on fire. Okay, let me rephrase this here. This is Sword Art Online, yes, but this is called Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Online. Yes, I know, there's two onlines in the title. What were they thinking? Basically put, do you see this character? Do you see this man? No, there's no Kirito, there's no Asuna, there's none of that. And unfortunately, there's no Sinon. This is a completely different side story based around the virtual MMO Gun Gale Online. Now, let me start off by stating and claiming that this is the perfect anime to come out at the perfect time. Not saying that the anime is top grade quality, but I'm saying it's the perfect anime to come out right now. And why is that, Noble? Why do you think this anime is suddenly god tier or something like that? Well, hold your horses. Don't put words in my mouth. The anime is actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's very entertaining. However, the main thing that I want to talk about is the fact that this game seems like it could be a really fun game. Now, I don't know about you guys, but battle royales are extraordinarily popular right now. You guys ever heard of Players Unknown Battlegrounds? Well, maybe how about FORTNITE? Either one of those? This is anime's answer to both of those. But before I get into why it's anime's answer, at least allow me to explain the anime itself. A very quick and dirty summary of it is basically the story follows this girl called Karen, who is very tall in real life and she has a complex about it. So she tries to escape the reality of the situation by going into virtual MMOs to find a cute side of her where she can try and be herself without the complex. Well, it turns out the randomized gender lock character creation is not the best idea. Who the frick would think it's the best idea? So she has to keep switching games in order to find a cute avatar of herself. And that is where Gun Gale Online comes into play. She was created into a lolly. Yeah, lollies are very popular nowadays. What can you say? Basically, it still has the MMO feel to the game, where you could go out, grind some monsters, or even go and PvP if you so desire. But the real gem of all of this comes into play is the Battle Royale element to it. The Battle Royale is called Squad Jam. And it's basically where you take your squad of up to 6 players and you go inside a huge arena and you try to kill all the other players. Very Battle Royale-like. It's also pretty much where the first 5 episodes of the anime have led up to and what was going down in it. But the different thing about this setup here is that you start out with your own guns and your squad all right next to each other, and then the other squads are at least a certain specified distance away, and then every so often you get a scan telling you where the leader of the party is of the enemy teams are, and yourself, and so everyone can go and track each other and try to gun each other down for the title of the Battle Royale King. Now, I'm not sure if there's any looting element in this here. It wasn't specified. However, there are vehicles players can pick up. The main difference here that separates this from the other battle royales that are out currently is the fact that players can kind of have like these superpowers, alright? Like the main character, Len, she's a little pink rabbit that runs around at super freaking speeds. There's an RPG element to it where you can really maximize certain stats and make your character kind of tricky and whatever you want. And currently, there's no Battle Royale game out there like that right now. I mean, seriously, what anime fan wouldn't want to customize their own little cute character to go and murder some other cute characters in some stylized anime combat? Wouldn't that be fantastic? And that is the reason why I'm saying this is the perfect anime to come out at the perfect time. Because if the developers are making this anime to introduce a game to us, well then that's going to be the most successful commercial in a while, and I hope that they are making a game to this. They better. Now moving back to the anime side, the fact that the anime focuses on females inside a very male-dominated world is interesting, but they're trying to tailor it more towards the male side because we all know males like watching cute girls doing cute things, especially things that they enjoy, hence why they're catering to that audience. And some of my misgivings are, forgive the spoilers, but I need to talk about this. The fact that at the end of the Battle Royale, the top teams that are there are mostly the main character and her guy friend, but the squad of 6 girls that the girl has met in high school. I'm not sure if she's high school or middle school, whatever it is. That's right, the top squad that they're fighting is a bunch of middle school or high school girls. I don't know how I feel about that. But whatever, it makes for an interesting anime, I suppose. There are even times in the anime where I think it's a little bit excessive about some of the conflicts that go on. Like the fact that the lolly just knocked down one of the enemy squad members and just unloaded, I think, an entire 40 rounds into this guy to kill him. It was a little bit excessive on that part there. I was thinking that's a little bit savage. And also the fact that they dragged on the final 1v1 battle at the end where she was fighting and they were knifing each other, they were running out of bullets, they were shooting each other excessively but still not dying for whatever reason. You know, in Battle Royales, things are over like that, okay? It's just like pop, pop, done sometimes, but you gotta make an anime. However, what the anime does do well is that it does make that the action look very fun. In fact, it has proven to be very fun with Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet that came out quite recently, and it's an extremely fun game. And if they actually make a Battle Royale with those mechanics, I bet it would do extraordinarily well. Now, I know some of you are going like, oh, it's not very realistic. What is this pink little bunny lolly going across the room trying to get That's not camouflage. Well, let me be frank with you. How many times in PUBG do you see characters with big ol' afros and the most brightly colored crap that they're going around, the most ridiculous colored stuff ever? Yeah, there's a lot of them. And I'm not even gonna talk about FORTNITE's ridiculousness, okay? Realism is obviously not what we're going for here. And that's the point of a video game. It doesn't need to be real. If it was realistic, it would be extremely boring and not fun. It's pretty much like a Counter-Strike meets a RPG meets like Fortnite or something of this sort. It's basically that. And the types of mechanics that are shown in the anime just pretty much prove my point that it will be an even funner game. The fact that you can have an agility-based character to zip around the battlefield from cover to cover and try to eliminate the enemy at close combat. Or you can have a very strength-to-build character who has a huge Gatling gun and can just blow apart obstacles and things in your way and try to eliminate the enemy that way. Now, of course, the thing that comes to this is obviously balance in this system here. Like, if you level up, then obviously people are going to be stronger than other players. Now, is that going to be fair? I don't know. Probably not, obviously. You're going to have to accept some of the fact that, well, this person's just going to be blatantly stronger than another player. The only way I can think of fixing that is if they took away the RPG element, or if they made the progression system levels up based on cosmetics. Or if everyone at the beginning had a certain set amount of stat points they could allocate or reallocate at any time, then that would also prove to be pretty fair. Now, obviously, the VR technology is not there yet, okay? Like, I played a virtual MMO SAO game, and, well, it's fun and it's cool, but the enemies don't attack you, they don't do nothing yet. We're not there yet, okay? We're not quite at that point. But the fact that Fatal Bullet exists just proves to show that they have the elements there, and they just need to put them in a battle royale system, and then they can make something that's truly successful. So pretty much this entire time, I've been saying this anime would make an extremely fun game, rather than talking about the anime itself. But that's where the enjoyment comes from. The fact that the anime would make a great game to play is what you're going for here. It's what makes the anime so good, that it looks like it would be extremely fun and enjoyable game. The action in the anime is extremely well done. Everything looks really cool and is awesome. Alright, that's the main draw point here of this. You get your gun fan service, you get your awesome combat moments, and then you also get your cute anime girls. I mean, like, everything thrown together there, it's basically one giant fan service of a game. I mean anime. A game anime. Let's go with that. A gamine. I mean, I still have small little nitpicks about the anime. The fact that the pros were out in the middle of the open field, just waiting to get shot with no cover whatsoever. Something came to mind that's just not right. And also the fact that these top teams that were participating in this battle royale did stupid mistakes like saying, "Hey, is anybody there? Are you guys alive?" And then the guy comes out in the shadows actually talking to him and then shoots him after. Like, would you not know it was not your own squad? You put them together. Like, seriously. And the fact that these guys firing these huge machine guns blindly into the trees trying to get this other squad. Like, wouldn't think for a moment that people would hear the gunfire and come and flank them. I mean, like, it's just little things like that where, aren't these supposed to be the best of the best participating in this Battle Royale championship here? But the reason I will forgive it is basically it's trying to explain the mechanics of the Battle Royale to a person that's new to the genre. People that don't know anything about it. And while this seems extraordinarily obvious to me, people who have no idea about these games, have no interest in it whatsoever, are finally getting introduced to it and are going, hey, that seems pretty cool. So all in all, my review of this anime that's coming out, these first 5 episodes that have been released so far, is basically saying, this is one very expensive but very effective advertisement for hopefully a Battle Royale game that is in the works. And I hope so. Because right now, while I do enjoy PUBG, and you know, FORTNITE is, you know, for the most part pretty fun, I would like a little bit of variety in there. And particularly from an anime fan, I would enjoy some anime quality, if you know what I'm saying. So to sum this up, the anime is enjoyable. Like, it's honestly, it's a nice, you sit down, you don't really have to think too much about it. You just sit down for the ride and enjoy it. It's pretty to look at, it's entertaining, the characters are pretty relatable. Everybody has a complex about something and wants to go and game for one reason or another to escape something or just to have some fun. And that's pretty much where the enjoyment factor comes in. It's basically like an anime-fied stream or let's play of a game, which is nice. But anyway, for now, I hope this little talk about Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale has sparked a little interest in it. Has sparked a little interest in maybe saying to the developers, maybe make this game, maybe make this a reality, or maybe it's just, you know, made you interested in just anime itself. I don't know. Please, feel free to share your comments below discussing, like, would you think this would be an amazing game? Do you think that it needs to add something else? Maybe some changes or to make it more viable as a game, to make it more balanced? Whatever your thoughts or opinions on, or if you think the anime is good or not, go ahead and leave it. I'd love to see all your thoughts on the subject. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see all of you beautiful, beautiful sons of guns again next time.
You crazy mother...